Yeah, it's time to live your life. Derek Gant, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control, time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need financial independence. Yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you wanna live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gant, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gant, let them know. Let's go.
Hey, happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing really well. I know I'm doing great. You know, this month is Financial Literacy Month, and you have to excuse my dress. I'm on vacation. That's not true. I'm just traveling. But I know that if I'm traveling or home, I want to bring you what I promised. And I promised to talk to you tonight about creating abundance. You know, it's Financial Literacy Month this April. This is the last Sunday of the month, so we're going to finish with the big bang, which is how to get that money. So we talked about financial control. Then we talked about financial security. If you want to watch those, go back to the YouTube channel. They're still there on the live section of our channel. It's Derek Gant 24K. You can find those episodes to build up to talking about abundance. Hi, Rashawn. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Hi, Coach Dawn, 24K Life, baby. So if you want to have abundance, you have to follow the right steps. So many people want to jump ahead and skip all of the proper foundational steps to wealth so that they can get to the wealth. And we all want to get there, but there's a price that you pay when you skip steps. So, you know, I came up with a quick cheat sheet. If you want the quick cheat sheet, then just make sure you message me. Hey, please email me the cheat sheet. Make sure I have your email address. If you don't want to put it out in public, make sure you message me privately and give me your email, and I will send you the Cliff Notes. But we talked about the foundation, because every house that's built, if it's built on sand, you know it's going to fold. There's going to be cracks in the foundations, be cracks in the roof. It's going to fold. So we want you. You are the rock of your house. We want you to be financially sound, financially stable, and we want you to be the core of everything in your particular universe, because you already are that. You might as well be financially stable along the way. And so now that we've talked about, you know, control, financial control, and that was a whole Sunday night session. We talked about security, the second Sunday night session. Now we're talking about building wealth. And I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to think about in order to have a truly good, solid foundation to build wealth, to start accumulating money. So the first 2 things that you need to do is make sure that you have control and you have security. Those are not steps that you can bypass. So you have to have that. If you don't have that, I'm telling you, you are going to fail. It's going to falter. The same way that people who win the lottery blow through that money within less than 5 years, the same way that athletes that make multi-million dollars in contracts for years go broke within 3 years after retirement. It's because they don't have a solid foundation in order to build on. So we're going to assume that you have the foundation, that you've paid close attention. We're going to assume that you have control because you've been following along. So now that you are ready, this is going to be really tough for you to hear, but you're going to have to act like watching paint dry. You're going to have to act like you're watching paint dry. Building wealth is not easy and is not quick. That's why get rich quick schemes do not work. okay? Because there is no such thing. So even for people who win the lottery or get these big contracts, if you don't do it the right way, it's going to go away. It's for a fleeting moment. So what's the way that you should do it? Financial abundance simply means that you have to shift your mindset for financial prosperity. So you really need to ask yourself when you're doing anything, is this an asset or is this a liability? And what that means is this something that's going to grow in value, okay? Or is this something that's going to diminish in value? You go out and you buy a great car. It's a great car, but it is going to diminish in value unless it's an antique, unless it's something special, a rare automobile. It is not an asset. It is a liability. And you have to be crystal clear. I used to tell people back in the day, my kids are liabilities because all they do is consume. They don't produce anything. All they do is consume. Now that they're not on the payroll anymore, now they're assets because they're out contributing to society. They're out working, they're doing their thing, and they are growing as individuals and they're adding, financially to the marketplace. So now they're assets. But before they were liabilities. People felt a certain kind of way about me saying that, but it is true. I don't know what else you want me to tell me. You're buying them shoes, giving them piano lessons, no return on any of that. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. It's your responsibility to do that. It just simply means to look at it the right way. So now that you are pouring into your kids, you need to understand if there's a return or not. And the return is this making the kid more stable, more prepared for a greater life in the future? So the first thing that you want to do, I've given you step 1 and 2. Step 3, you need to max out your 401k plan. If you work a 9 to 5 and you have a 401k plan at work, you need to max it out. And there's nothing else to do. You have your emergency fund. You've watched the first 2 lives. This third live, we're talking about building wealth. The first place to do it is to max out your 401k plan. Then you want to look at your company and say, do they have company stock? If they offer company stock, you need to max out the company stock. Let me tell you why. Now, if you need me to tell you why on the 401k, just put it in the comments and I'll explain it. But for now, let's just say it's good money. It's great money, okay? Your company stock plan, the reason why you want to max that out in addition to the 401k is because they give it to you or sell it to you or provide it to you at a significant discount. If you came to me as an investment money manager and said, hey, I want to buy Google, but you work for Google, it's going to cost you more to get it from me than it would to get it from Google. Companies always provide a discounted access point for their employees. So understand something. When you have an asset, it is always better, okay, to get it at a lower cost. It is always buy low, sell high. So if you buy something from me, then you're paying a little bit more. So you're buying a little higher, and then you have to either wait or you get a smaller profit margin or a smaller investment return. So max out the 401k. Somebody says, well, why is it important to max out your 401? So when you don't bring money home, it doesn't get taxed. If you fall into the 20% tax bracket, that is a 20% rate of return on that dollar that you did not bring home. So if you bring the dollar home, you're really bringing home 80 cents. If you don't bring it home and you invested it into the company 401k plan, it's $1. And then the company usually matches 50 cents on the dollar up to $3. So that's a 70% return. You got 20% you didn't pay on tax, plus the dollar for dollar match up to 6% or 3%, depending on what it is. Now you're getting the match. And then you haven't even invested it yet. Then you invest it in hopes to get another 7 to 12%. So investing in a 401k program is incomparable to any other investment on the marketplace. It is the best way to buy solo. You're getting company matching dollars, and you are investing the money before you even take any risk. You're already up 50, 60% before you even invested $1. So then if you invest, now you're up 60, 70%. Of course, they could lose money, but you're still doing the best thing that you can do. And you're also doing something called dollar cost averaging, which we can talk about a different day. So you're putting your money in your 401k plan, and your goal is to max it out. Now, you're not going to be able to do that day one. The max contribution to a 401k program is probably 22%. Most people can't afford to put 22% of their check away. So what we do is we have clients put in if they're just getting started, the company match. At least put in the company match. If they're matching dollar for dollar up to $6, then put in the $6. Okay. If they're only doing it to $3, a minimum is the $3, but do it to the match. And then every 6 months, increase it by 2%. You really won't notice the 2% change until you get to the max. If you are in a position where you can max out, max out. If you're like my age, if you're in your 50s, they have a catch-up provision, which will allow you to put even more than 22%. So make sure you ask your benefits department about some of these things that we're talking about. But we're talking about building wealth. So assets driven. Now, the other thing that is a mindset thing is you have to understand the difference between needs and wants, because you need assets, you want liabilities. So that simply means that you want to make sure that you are putting your money in the best place possible at all times if you truly want to build wealth. I will tell you that people like Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Warren Buffett lived in the same house. Warren Buffett, if you don't know, Google him, you'll figure it out. He's a billionaire, multi-billionaire, lives in the same house that he did 50, 60 years ago. Same house that he and his wife got married in, and they lived in the same house. He didn't keep upgrading to mansions and more mansions and wasting money. Steve Jobs drove the same car every day. He wore the same clothes every day, jeans and a black turtleneck. He wasn't wearing blinged out stuff. He wasn't buying Birkin bags. Wealthy people, you will never know they're wealthy unless they're famous, because they don't show you their money. Most people who don't have money show you, here's my Birkin bag, here's my fancy car that I don't even own a home, but I got this $75,000 vehicle. 85% of multimillionaires, 85% of self-made multimillionaires did so through property. You got to get yourself in a position to own some property. If you don't, it's going to be a really tough road. So if you want to know how to build wealth, if you really want to know how to get in the game, stay in the game, play the game, and then win the game, you have to start with cash, because cash is always king. And then you use your leverage or your credit because you have the cash. The more cash people have, the less they need to use it. They use their credit because they have the ability to leverage their cash. So you're going to put money in your 401k to the maximum that you can. Once you've tapped that out, you're going to tap out the company stock program. Once you tap that out, see if your company has a deferred compensation plan. If they have a deferred comp plan, then you want to max that out. These are all ways to not bring dollars home, to avoid current taxation. And here's the deal. Once you need the money in retirement, you should be in a lower tax bracket. So if you're paying 20, 25% taxes and you retire, hopefully you're in a 10, 15% tax bracket, and you're not bringing all of it. You're only bringing what you need month by month or week by week, whatever it is that you need to do. Now, above and beyond that, now that you've done those three things, you need to take any dollar, we call it discretionary income. That's money that's unattached to a bill, to a college fund, to any responsibility. It's just free money. You got your savings, you got your maxed out your pension. So what you want to do is you want to start an investment brokerage portfolio. Okay. And you want to start putting money in that brokerage portfolio. And my suggestion is that you take a look around you, around your environment. So around me is an iPad, Apple iPad. I have a Mac computer. I have a Apple phone. You see people are calling me. And so I like Apple stuff. The reason why I mention that, take a look around you, is because if you like it, it's a good product, it's done well for you, you should probably buy the company stock. Why wouldn't you buy something that you use, you support? Because you're getting your money back in some fashion, right? As the stock goes up, you're getting your more money back. I like Hershey's chocolate, so why not invest in that? So you invest in the things. If you like Nike, invest in Nike. Now, you don't just arbitrarily invest in these things. What I'm suggesting to you is this a good place to start, to do your homework, to see if the companies are performing well. A whole nother investment class, but it's at least a great place to start. And you can look back over the year over 2 years, over 5 years, you can look back and say, well, how did this company perform during the pandemic? How does it perform in bad times? Because if a company performs well in bad times, man, you are going to hit the moon in good times. So those are the things that you consistently want to do. Now, the final thing that you want to do. So you've done step 1. You've done step 2. Okay. Step 2 included putting your funds in all the retirement accounts, the deferred comp, the company stock. The third thing you want to do is rinse and repeat. So you want to take a look at all of that and you want to say, okay, is that working for me? Answer is yes. So now you have no more money to invest. Now it's time to take a look at the 5 to 9. So you work at 9 to 5, but what are you doing it from 5 to 9? Is there something that you can do to generate more cash flow, to generate more money? You know, everybody's got a special talent and a gift, something that they're good at. Now, you may not be crazily passionate about it, but maybe you're really good at it. Maybe you do embroidery and you can do 24K life shirts or sweatshirts. And you go and you see someone and you go, look, I love your brand. I love your business. I love what you're doing. I have something that would really interest you. Do you think that a person's going to say, no, I don't want to know what it is? Because I can promise you, if you tell me you got something nice, sexy, and hot for 24K, I want to know about it. I got 24K belt. I got 24K flags. I got 24K gear. I got 24K hats. I got 24K pins. I got 24K everything. So if you say I got something, I'm going to take a look. Maybe you do something unique and special that nobody else does. You need to tap into that. We talked about this before. My sister's an amazing cook. She's starting to educate young girls on how to cook, you know, and she can do a tutorial and she can start a school if she wanted to. And there's so many different ways to generate money. There's people on TikTok reselling items, getting lots of money because they have a charismatic personality and people like their channel. And so they're using their charisma to sell product. There's nothing wrong with that. If I like you, because let's understand something. People don't really buy products usually. People buy people that they like. They buy products they trust. And so you should not hesitate to find something from 5 to 9 that you can do that's going to bring more revenue into the household. And you want to take that revenue and you want to put it in your brokerage account. You want to put it in your investment account. And you want to understand that not only should you invest in you, but maybe you have a friend that's amazing at this particular thing and you can invest in their company. Maybe you can be an investor, an angel investor or venture capital investor. Again, you can do the homework on what that really means, or you can reach out to me and we'll talk about it. But, you know, I invest in some of my friends' enterprises that are doing really well. Some of them didn't do really well, but some of them do. So some you're going to lose. That's the thing about investing. Some you lose and some you're going to win. But let me tell you, the ones that you win way outweigh the ones that you lose on. And so we're talking about abundance. We're talking about true wealth. And so if you are looking, desiring, needing to live a better life, you have to do everything in its proper order. Control, security, now building wealth. And once you've built a nice portfolio, because how many properties would you think you need to really build a great portfolio in real estate? You only need a few. How many side hustles or companies do you need? Only 1 or 2, because just bringing in an extra $1,000 a month is $12,000 a year, $120,000 over 10 years. If you've not invested the money yet, what if you're doing that in real estate? Now you not only have the $120,000, but you have a tenant or an Airbnb person that's paying the mortgage on the property. So now you're double dipping. So you want to get in the game. These are the things that need to happen, the things that you need to learn about, the things you need to dive into. Because if you truly want to be excellent, if you truly want to be independent, if you want to be free from what? Free from the bullshit. If you want to be free, you have to do something about it, and you have to do something on a regular, consistent basis. You know, I'm here to help guide you through any of these areas that you might be struggling with. You know, we wrote a book, the 24K Life Code, that talks about how to discipline yourself for greatness. Greatness does not come with ease. If it was easy, everybody would be great. They call average for a reason, because most people are willing to follow the crowd. But we don't want you to follow the crowd. We want you to break out, stand up, be frigging amazing, and let the world pay you for it. I'm Derek Gann. I want you to be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. If you have questions, hit me up. May's coming, Mother's Day's coming. Hey, we are doing a 24K Life conference. August 23rd is the launch party. So we're having a party first, starting with the fun. That Saturday, August 24th, 2024, is the full day event. And then on the 25th, that Sunday morning, we're going to have brunch, and we're going to spend 3 hours deep diving, talking more about creating the investments that we just talked about and going down in the nitty gritty. It's going to be insane. We love to have fun. I don't do anything that I can't have fun while I'm doing it if I can help it. If you've been to one of my workout classes, you know it's true. We sweat like dogs, but we had so much fun along the way. And that's the way life should be lived. You know what? Have fun along the way. Let's make some money along the way. Let's get financially free along the way. And let's make sure that we help our kids, our young people, the next generation to figure out how to do life a little easier than we did, a little less stressed than we did. And we can do that because people with abundance, people with money, people that are doing well have a system in place. They have a system. They don't have to think about it. Does this fall into my system? If the answer is yes, then you move forward. If the answer is no, you don't do it. And you need a money system. You need a life system. You need a nutrition system. And let me tell you something, we all struggle. We all struggle. Nobody's 100% on point. But wouldn't you want to be around a group of people consistently striving for excellence? And that's the 24K Life group. You know what? You can check out our mobile app. You can go there and check out our mobile app. It's 24K Life Code. It's in your Apple Store. It's in your Google Play Store. We have a community in there doing a challenge right now that is kicking butt and taking names. They're doing amazing. I'm in there right next to them. I'm doing amazing. If you can't tell, skin's glowing, the smile is there, the fitness is there, having a great financial year is there. You know what? Success attracts success. Excellence begets excellence. And if you want to be excellent, join our 24K Life family. If you don't know how to do that, just message me. We'll get you in. Hey, have an amazing week this week. Be blessed. We're going to jam it up. Are you ready? Bye, Ro.
Yeah, it's time to live your life. Derek Gann, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control. Time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need financial independence. Yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you want to live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gann, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gann, let them know. Let's go.
Oh, that is amazing, man. He would love to hear that.